With the cold front moving through the Commonwealth on this Monday, we had to dodge some additional rain and thunderstorms, but we've got improving weather on the way. A nice break from the unsettled pattern of late. We're going to enjoy that the next few days. Afternoon highs, they should surge back into the mid-80s by midweek. Now, unfortunately, it looks like heading toward Father's Day weekend, that umbrella could be coming in handy yet again. Viper radar still showing some light to moderate showers, basically from London to Corbin down to Williamsburg. A lot of the isolated stronger storms are off into Virginia and eastern Ohio, but from Corbin running down toward Rockholds and basically on I-75, you get south of exit 11 all the way down to the state line with Tennessee, and you run into some moderate to even heavier downpours. This one little cell popped up right over Fredville there, south of Royalton, there along the Knott and Magoffin County line. It is already weakening out. We did have that cluster that moved through, did crank out one severe thunderstorm warning earlier across Jackson County, spiked up with the potential of some damaging winds, a lot of lightning with that cell. But we've really kind of split the difference with more concentrated thunderstorms into eastern Ohio, western Pennsylvania, and across central and now into eastern Tennessee. So a little more in a favorable area to avoid the rough stuff this afternoon. Checking out Mount Sterling, Montgomery County, rain, cold air there, 68. Of course, it's felt muggy today out ahead of that cold front. Jackson County near McKee, you're at 69. So far eastern Kentucky still into the mid to even upper 70s where it has not rained at all. But those areas that have received rain, upper 60s and low 70s, and the dew points are still up. That is going to change. You look to the west where they've had a good bit of sunshine, upper 70s, low 80s for highs. But here's the key, dew points. Again, anything over 60, it feels muggy. And when you're in June and you can get dew point temperatures in the 40s to around 50, that's an indication of some pretty dry air, and that is what is on the way in here for the day tomorrow. So the front moving through, a secondary boundary that'll rotate through later this evening with very little fanfare. High pressure building in, and that is going to set us up for few nice days coming up here. So we're looking good later in the evening, overnight, tomorrow morning out the door, upper 50s, so fairly comfortable. And a few fair weather cumulus clouds, I think, tomorrow afternoon, but a light west wind pushing in the drier air, upper 70s. It will feel, I think, noticeably better with the lack of any humidity. One thing to keep in mind, some of that sun may be filtered out a bit because the upper level smoke from the western Canadian forest fire is going to thicken up a little bit tomorrow afternoon, and it may hang around just for a while as we get into Wednesday. Nothing major, but again, wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of hazy sunshine. But the good news is high pressure builds in with the drier air at the surface. That's going to give temperatures a good chance to warm back up nicely. Low 80s Wednesday, mid 80s on Thursday. But we're going to start to see a bit of a return flow. So after that brief break here with the muggy cast, notice how we climb the ladder toward the end of the week and the upcoming weekend. And that's going to coincide with our rain chances returning as well. So looking down the road here, combination of the return flow with that moisture, bit of a boundary, some upper level support. We're going to get back into that unsettled pattern. I think it's going to be a case like this past weekend. Not an all-day rain, but we'll be dodging a few scattered showers and storms from time to time. A lot of this may be driven by the afternoon and early evening warmth, as temperatures are expected to be right around average into the mid-80s through the period, and it is going to continue into early next week as well. So the rain and storms exit here shortly. Clearing skies later tonight, 58 the low. Coming up tomorrow, mostly sunny, really nice day, 78. Extended forecast here, those temperatures into the low and mid 80s, so we've got a good 3 days to enjoy here as we see the rain and storm chances return on Friday. Unfortunately, we will be dodging those through Father's Day weekend and into early next week, but afternoon highs still warm into the mid 80s.